You're annoying.
Yeah.
Black people here.
Uh-oh, I broke my co-host.
I don't know why we keep doing this stupid show. Who likes midgets? I do. I do. I love midgets. I love them. Yes, I do. I love them from the bottom of my heart.
The bottom of your heart. Mm-hmm. Damn, I really look like a skater today.
Because that's about how tall they are, from the bottom of my heart to the top of my head.
Oh, yeah. That is about 4 feet on you. Speaking of which, have you seen the Sasquatch vlogs on Facebook and shit?
I don't know if I forgot to tell you this. I am the Sasquatch. And
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've gathered that.
Yeah, I just started losing the weight. People were like, "Oh wow,
Wow.
good for you," and I'm just like,
Sasquatch. It's nicer than calling you a monkey, but
snuck it in.
still mean.
Whoa, on Juneteenth, Jesus, Gabe.
I didn't say it.
You basically might have. I don't know. We'll let the people decide. Welcome to That Checks Out.
We're Gabe and Felix. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you.
I sent you $5.
Did you?
Yeah.
Caleb sent me 10.
Early this morning. Wow. Way to go, fucking Caleb. Sent you $10. It's because he couldn't be here.
I think that's 5 of it's for that.
Maybe 5 of it was for me.
Why would he pay you on Juneteenth?
Because he wasn't here.
Again, why would he pay you on Juneteenth?
Because I'm suffering.
You're not. You're all right. You're fine. You're fine.
Am I?
Shut up. You're fine.
Dude, you know what? I woke up at 6 in the morning, or at 5:30 in the morning, and wrote in my phone,
What?
sleeping like a swastika.
That's fun.
That's really fun.
That's fun.
I don't know what I'm going to use it for,
Nah, yeah, that's crazy.
but it's so fun. Just like,
You got to be face down. You're face down, though. Because, like, one arm's down, one arm's up,
Yeah.
one like that. That's crazy.
that's a crazy screenshot.
There's a whole new level
That's
of
the
racism,
thumbnail.
guys. There's a whole new level of racism. Doing the swastika with your body. With your entire body.
Dude, it's like you're doing broken cartwheels.
I am the Third Reich. Like, what?
Whoa! Dude, I do get weird Third Reich videos on YouTube, though. Like today I saw one. I haven't watched it yet. I'm definitely gonna.
I do get a couple of them. It's like, what if Hitler wasn't that wrong? Like, I'm like, yeah, he was actually.
The one I got today was, where are the descendants of the Third Reich now?
Where they at? I know you clicked on it.
Argentina.
All right.
I haven't watched it yet.
I have been getting into some weird stuff and like, yeah. No, it's
Really?
no like
Like fun weird stuff?
yes. And
Like my kind
I'm
of
gonna-
weird stuff?
I'm gonna start reading. There's this one book that I was telling you about, the season 1 of True Detective.
Yes.
But like some of that is based on this book called The King in Yellow or something like that.
Okay.
And it's like this horror novel, but it's like got a lot of the tones and themes that I've already been bridging down. So it's it's what's one more bridge to get there? It's gonna be a little weird, but it's a book, so how scared can you get?
You can get pretty scared.
No, and I get that. But I'm usually working out in the middle of the day listening to a book, so it's not like it's whatever. If I'm driving back from Kansas City for after a comedy show, I'm probably not going to listen to this book.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like that's on my. I'm kind of getting a little. I'm kind of turning the corner on some horror things. Not a ton, because I don't know if I can sit there and watch whatever.
My 27th book of the year so far was a 17-hour book about Jim Jones and the People's Temple. And it's fascinating. But then
I'm on 16,
so
17.
I finished it.
Oh, that's not true. I'm on 18 books.
Nice.
I just didn't count one because I couldn't find it on Goodreads.
But I finished the book this morning at like 10 after 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I immediately went over and listened to the death tape. Because he recorded all of his messages. And he recorded the last one.
I'm sorry. I got to update my progress on some of these because I finished this biography about Alexander the Great and this
He was
other
all right,
one.
huh?
Dude, he was the greatest nepo baby of all time.
Who's he a nepo baby from?
I mean, he was a king, so he inherited like his and even once you dive a little bit deeper, like his dad set up a lot of the army, like he did a lot of the innovations with it, and then Alexander just hit the road with it. And he's the one who actually did a lot of the conquest. But like, it's still impressive what he did. He wouldn't have been able to do it without
his dad.
What his dad did and everything. And his dad was a little wild boy too.
Have you learned about Caligula?
No, I haven't yet. I've gotten a little bit into Caligula.
Caligula, do you know what he's known for?
What?
He elected his horse as a senator.
I did know that. I did know. I've like just from like history classes or whatever.
It was BoJack Horseman's great 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 grandfather.
So stupid.
Yeah.
We're not
That's
even
the
like,
whole point of this.
We're like 5 minutes into this, and we've had like 4 ridiculous bits already.
Yes.
How are you not enjoying
2 of them
this?
were kind of racist.
2 of them were like
Yeah.
That's undeniable though. Like everybody's woken up like that before. We're just like,
man.
And now once it's out there, it's like.
And then it's raining when you walk outside, and you're like, that's what I get for how I slept.
I'm sorry, everybody. Nah, it's good. I slept like that too.
Isn't the rain bad for your curls anyways? Make that 3 racist.
My
ones.
coils are all frizzed out.
I wish Caleb was here so he could tell us what those are called because they have a name. Maybe it's like locks.
Jewy curls.
Jewy curls.
Instead of a Jerry curl. It's not even that creative.
It's incredible, though.
It's just kind of, it's just Jew curls. Let's add a couple more letters and make it sound like this other thing.
So
all right.
I learned that Stockton Rush is a piece of shit. Like,
who's Stockton Rush?
More of a piece of shit than I thought he was. He was the CEO of OceanGate, the submarine.
Oh, that imploded? What happened to him?
Well, he's dead.
Oh, he was in the thing?
Yeah, he's jelly.
Was he a bad boy?
Well, he was a piece of shit.
I mean, he was a CEO. It's kind of like how Alexander the Great was a piece of shit. He was a king.
Yeah. But Alexander the Great was a little bit different.
Having sex with little boys different?
Oh, did he have sex with little boys?
Probably.
Alexander the not good.
Alexander, hey. Alexander the, hey.
Alexander the, I know this is societally normal right now, but don't.
Like the reason, well, like, real quick, his dad, the way he got assassinated was that his mister, I guess is what you would call it, was upset because he started having sex with another boy with the same name, Pausanias. And he was like, you gonna be fucking Pausanias too? Nah, I'm Pausanias.
Pausanias is anus.
Exactly. More you know.
You said assassinate, though. And that made me think of one time my dad took me to an arcade when I was a kid. And I was playing Silent
nice.
Scope. Yeah, it was awesome.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We did it quite a lot, actually.
You fucking rubbing it in. God damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, we did it.
I was just telling you about my childhood.
Once a month or so, if I was good, maybe twice a month.
If I caught 30 baseballs in a row, I got to go to Blockbuster.
You only went to Blockbuster once.
I went to Blockbuster a few times, and then I got a gimme catch on a few of them because my dad made a bad throw.
So you caught 27 balls. He's like, all right, fine. Jesus, he's not going to shut up about it.
Well, and then, no.
God, we have to go
Here's
get
the
Pirates
thing.
of the Caribbean again because Gabe's such a fucking weirdo.
We definitely did rent that a few times. Curse of the Black Pearl, dude, is a killer movie. I rewatched them recently.
I was watching Entourage and they mentioned them in there, so that's why
They're great
on my brain. Here's the thing, like some of these series, like these big.
Granted, you know how I feel about pirates. Like I love pirates.
Yeah, but
Pirates are
these
sick.
like big franchises, they're not bad. Like
No.
the Apes movies,
Yeah, those are solid.
they're good. The Hunger Games movies aren't.
I haven't
bad.
watched all of the Apes movies. I think I just watched the first 2.
I watched. There's 4 of them, and I watched 3.
Okay.
And like I haven't watched the newest one because it's like 300 years after Caesar,
Right.
and so it's like I don't know if I want to watch it and
Yeah,
be into
yeah.
it. But like the first three are so
Yeah.
good, where it's just like I don't need anything else. But like,
Uh-huh.
and I guess it makes sense because a lot of them are based on books, and like these are worlds that have already been fleshed out and
Right.
obviously have a fan base. You're a Harry Potter guy, so you understand it
Yes,
obviously. But it's just
absolutely.
like it's so obvious if you have like a series of 5 books, of course you make it a movie. Like if
Yeah.
it's successful enough or whatever the case may be, make it into movies or like a TV show or whatever the case may be. If it can be stretched into that, like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, and shit. I'm saying this, and I was scrolling through Max, and guess what? They were like Harry Potter, and I was like, no, it's fucking gay.
You're gonna love it.
That's the thing. I might. That's the thing. I'm gonna get through it and realize that it's probably not. I always think that movies, things I'm not into, are more complicated than they actually are.
Yeah.
This probably isn't. Where it's just
Harry
like,
Potter's not that complicated.
And I get it.
At the end of the day, it's kids' books.
yeah, I get it. He's
The best
the
kids'
chosen
books
one.
of all time. Yeah, he's
the
a Christ
chosen
figure.
one, and like he's got his buddies and whatever, and there's other mentor figures and whatever that you can
Right.
put throughout it, and enemies and backstories that fit into
Defense Against the
crossover.
Dark Arts teachers change out a lot.
And so, like, I get that, but it's just like another one. Like,
It's
do I have to
only
get
8 movies.
Only 8 movies.
And then there's also the Fantastic Beasts trilogy.
That's exactly why you're asking me to get into Star Wars.
No, this isn't as bad as Star Wars. But you should get into it before the TV show comes out.
Well, and like that's the thing is like I think I'm gonna get into this DC universe that's coming out because
Yeah.
Well, maybe that because the Fantastic Four movie comes out on my birthday, and I'm like, I have to go see that because that's like one of my childhood movies.
Oh, really?
I've been called The Thing since I was.
Oh, yeah.
People have been calling me The Thing for years. And I still love the Fantastic Four. Dude, it's such a good movie. And then that Michael B. Jordan was in it like 10 years ago, and that was shitty.
Yeah. Kate Mara was in that, too.
Yeah.
I used to have a crush on her.
And then Superman's coming out like a couple weeks before that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like I'm interested because Rachel Brosnahan, Marvel's Mrs.
I'm more
Maisel.
likely to go see a Marvel or a DC movie than a Marvel movie.
Are you?
Yes.
Why?
Marvel's too much, too played out. I'm just not into it.
Well, and I think that in a way, it's like they were the first cinematic universe, and so
Right.
like people were gonna go see the movies
Right.
and stuff, and like
I mean, I remember when the first Iron Man came out. The
Exactly.
first movie of that
the
whole
Avengers
thing.
was phenomenal. Like
Yeah, it was great.
Like, that was an experience. Like even all the way up through Endgame, like that
Yeah.
was such an event to go to. Me and all my boys from high school, we went to that movie.
Because it was Infinity War and then Endgame.
Yeah.
By the time it got to Infinity War, I was just seeing them to keep. Actually, I didn't even see Age of Ultron until way later.
Well, because
I lost interest after Thor Ragnarok was the last one.
that's probably my favorite one because it's funny.
It's so good.
But
I'll
like
still watch that one.
when COVID first hit, I remember watching all the movies up to that point. And it's been 5 years since then. I haven't really kept up.
And they
so,
put out like 3 movies a year.
And that's the thing is that you have to keep up with almost all of them. And like,
Yeah.
sure, you don't have to, and they introduce a new superhero or whatever, and keep moving on. And they're on Disney Plus or whatever. So like,
They keep trying to make Ant-Man work. It's not gonna work.
I like Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd. Don't get me wrong. I love Paul Rudd.
They're making Paul Rudd a superhero, and that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Like I know that
yeah, shout out Paul Rudd, Overland Park. Hell yeah.
But like the part to me that threw me off about Marvel was the whole Black Panther thing, because the first Black Panther is a good movie.
Yeah, it's fine.
It got nominated for Best Picture.
That's crazy.
Like that's like Endgame wasn't nominated for Best Picture, and pound for pound a better film.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a better movie.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I am white, but I didn't really get. Like, people acted like Black Panther was the greatest thing to ever
Well,
grace
and it was
the screen. And I'm like, I saw it, I was like, it was fine.
I get that it was like it was the first time Marvel said Black people here.
Yeah.
And we were like, hell yeah. And so like
Yeah,
that,
and I
got
get that. I get that.
I got that. And then they made the second Black Panther, and obviously tragedy happened. Chadwick Boseman passed away, and like
Yeah.
you can't really control that, and it just wasn't as good. Like you just can't really
Yeah, I didn't even
keep
see
it up.
the second one.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, and they'll probably it's probably gonna be a third one.
Yeah,
because
of course they are. They're going to milk it for all it's worth.
They introduced his kid at the end of it. Like
yeah,
came in abroad late.
Well, I mean, look at Iron Man and or Captain America and the Falcon or whatever. Whoever fucking is Captain America now.
The black kid.
Yeah, Black
Anthony
America.
Mackie.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
did it with like those TV shows. The TV shows I watched WandaVision. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But, Captain America and the Winter Soldier or whatever.
That was the second movie.
No, because they had a TV show.
I know they had a TV show.
I'll figure it out. Go ahead.
I don't know, but yeah, like I went and saw the movie in theaters. Granted, I was pretty checked out from Marvel by then. Mm-hmm. And so I wasn't like
the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay. I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it was like when they were doing it was like right after WandaVision.
Okay. I heard WandaVision was really good.
WandaVision's pretty good because it was a different concept.
Yeah.
From what they were doing. They were doing they broke the fourth wall. And that was what was so interesting about it. And like when they did this show, it was just like, all right, here's another Captain America movie, but over 6 episodes. It's like, all right, fine. We'll take it, but it's like I'm done with it. And I think COVID had just started, and so they kind of like had to have people. They had people watching because
because we didn't have anything to do.
It was like Tiger King's done.
Most people, Tiger King was great.
Yeah, but it was over after 8 episodes or whatever it was.
It was all the hype for about. Actually, it was the hype for a while.
Oh no, they came out with the second season strictly because of the hype.
Yeah.
The story was essentially done. He went to jail.
Yeah.
And I think he's still in jail.
I think
But they came out with the second season because they were like, guys, we didn't know you guys didn't like it that much. You fuck crazy people.
Look at this weird cult guy.
But we were stuck. Like we couldn't do anything. That's why we were taken aback by it. But also it is a pretty crazy story.
It is a crazy story.
And I think it would have went in like a little niche, like maybe somebody would have brought it up on a podcast, like how Love on the Spectrum is popular, like super popular, but like because Shane Gillis, maybe not because of it.
Yeah, but he helped.
Definitely some.
An autistic guy watching the show.
Autistic guy was watching your fun shows.
This is like normal people watching The Bachelor for me.
Tried to do the Pittsburgh accent.
A little bit.
I heard you.
Yeah.
God, season 2. I need to rewatch it because it's very good.
It's so good. I've been wanting to rewatch it.
So good.
God. I've been wanting to rewatch it, dude.
Hire us, Shane.
Shane, look.
You know what? We'll work for free.
We were talking about another Shane last week. Our clip software thought that it was you. It was not you.
It wasn't you.
It was probably mean.
You are fat, though.
He's like dad bod, though.
I know. I'm being a dick.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to be mean. He's going to call me the N-word.
Probably. I don't know. His roommate's name is Lemaire.
High-five him.
Oh, for sure. I'll high-five him.
After he calls me the N-word?
Yeah.
Oh. And like, hire us, Shane.
He'd be like, right, dude?
He'd be like, hell yeah, man. What? We came here together.
So, where's the Bud Light?
He can't drink Bud Light in a beer commercial.
5, 4, 3, 2. I love him and Post Malone.
No, that's a fun commercial.
I bought a grill today, and I was going to wear it, and I forgot.
Oh.
Not like a grill. No, like an accessory.
I so thought you meant like a
barbecue grill?
Yeah.
Well, you're black, and I'm weird, so...
That's why. No. Here's the thing. I should have assumed the other thing, too, the mouth grill, but...
Yeah. Not a mouth-watering grill, just a mouth grill.
It is what it is. Jesus, you psycho.
Yeah, I'm insane, dude.
My foot's asleep.
Why?
I don't know.
Wake it up.
I'm trying.
Dude, you got to host later.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, you're going to do it from the back of the room?
I've never done the voice of God.
Might be a good night to start.
It does sound like a fun time. I know that what I sound like, so it's like it would be fun to be the voice of God.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But knowing me, I would fuck up. Be like,
for sure.
Hey, welcome to. I mean, hey guys, fuck it, I'm coming on stage.
And then I'll grab the mic and be like, all right, Felix doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Just read the names.
And then it just kind of ruins the whole jig of it all.
But I kill, so.
Well, you do all right.
We'll see. I don't know. All I have in my notes that's new that I haven't tried yet is sleeping like a swastika.
You want to see, or hear something that is in my notes that I'm not excited to try, but I'm definitely going to? Disinterested dicks. That's all that says.
That's like when your wiener goes in and out your butthole.
In and out?
Yeah, it goes through your body.
Never happened.
Larry the
before.
Cable Guy used to have that as a joke. He said, I had a flight attendant the other day, and she bent over and had that little skirt, and 2 nuts popped out. And I swear to God, my wiener went in and out my butthole. It was scared.
In and out.
Yeah, he's like, my wiener got so scared it went in and out my butthole.
Anyway, what's up with
like,
you? How you doing?
I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
We have to get famous now.
Yeah, so we can look like ourselves tomorrow.
Or I'm just black and I'm not gonna crack. So it's like Denzel
Yeah.
can play himself from like 40 on.
100%.
Yeah.
What's that, Training Day and on?
So, what we said he was 70.
He's 70,
last.
so yeah, probably Training
about-
Day and
yeah.
on.
Yeah, I mean 30 years or so.
I mean,
so.
he probably couldn't do Roots again, but
It wasn't in Roots. It wasn't in Roots.
LeVar Burton was in Roots, yeah?
Getting your black people mixed up.
Yeah. They're both equally famous.
Dude. No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, the fuck they're not.
Star Trek and Reading Rainbow, dude.
Denzel Washington.
Where's Denzel's Reading Rainbow? That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean?
He never had a PBS show. Those are so good, they put them on a free
He
channel.
was on ER.
Eh.
He was
Yeah, but you
the
have to have
Equalizer.
like cable for those.
Yeah.
You just have to have
Not
the
in the
right
90s when
hookup.
this show was going on, when you had 3 channels and he was on one of them.
Yeah, more than
more
3
than a
channels
third of
in the
America.
90s.
Not much
Yeah.
more. Not many more.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
many more.
Hey,
What year were you born?
I was there.
What year were you born?
96.
All right, you don't really remember the 90s.
Sometimes.
You remember 99 at best.
I really remember 2001.
Where were
Specifically
you? Huh?
September 11th.
Where the hell were you?
I was-
If you remember it so well, sir.
I remember it vividly, actually.
Do you? So where
Yeah.
were you?
I was-
Where were you?
Well, if you
Were
would
you
stop
behind-
accosting me, I could tell
I'm just trying
you.
to get to the bottom of this.
That's gross.
Because in America, we need answers.
Yeah, I know. And they haven't given them out yet.
Yeah. I'm trying
But
to figure out where
people
you
have
were.
figured it out.
Where were you the morning of September 11, 2001, Gabe?
I was reading books in
Were
a
you?
preschool classroom.
With George Bush?
That was a stage. That was a sound stage. I was the
That was
actual
in the underground bunker
Yes!
in Colorado.
because
okay.
they knew.
Okay, I see.
They knew, dude.
Thank you for your answers. I'm getting more than what I thought I was going to get.
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense now that George Bush was in a soundstage at the underground bunker in Colorado underneath the airport instead of actually in Florida where
Okay,
he
it wasn't.
where he was
He
set.
wasn't under the Colorado airport. That's different.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
No, that's where they put him though, because there was plans to hit the White House.
Well, yeah, they put him up in Air Force One immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or did they just lift off Air Force One from Florida?
they probably did, but they did put him in Air Force One.
Also, maybe they didn't, because I think they would shut down airspace immediately after. Where it's just like, all right, no more planes for a little bit.
Yeah, but also he's the president.
I get that, but they're even then they're like, we don't know who's on our side right now.
Who's on our side?
America just got attacked.
All of a
We
sudden,
have no
Harrison
idea.
Ford's on fucking Air Force One, and it's a fucking problem.
I mean, like how as bad as 9/11
W was like, "Hey man, wasn't the last time you were on here you were the president?"
like as bad as 9/11 was, if they flew Air Force One into the Empire State Building, I think it would
pretty
be a
cool.
little bit sadder. I think it'd be like just because of the symbolisms.
914 people died at Jonestown, and no one cared.
No. Not nobody cared. They have books
No.
about it.
Yeah, I know. I just listened
Plenty
to
of
one.
people care. I'm just saying, like, as sad as 9/11 was, it could have been worse.
It could have been
It's-
sadder. Yeah.
That's
I mean, imagine if they hit
that's
the.
not what I mean.
Imagine if they
It's
hit
just
the
that they could
Cheney
have
Dam.
they could have hit the White House.
They could have hit the Cheney Dam.
I don't think it would have been devastating.
More than you think. Because of how many airplanes are made here, and that's where we get our water.
You're probably right.
That's
but
why you
also,
can't fish the Cheney Spillway.
You know, they've been trying to convince me since middle school that, like, when the Muslims finally say, you know what, we're done, they're going to hit Wichita because of all the planes. And there's a good chance that makes a lot of sense.
We're
From
not a top 10 target by any means.
and I'm not saying we are. Top 25?
Top 25, top 30.
Because, I mean, LA, New York, Chicago, I know.
Yeah.
Even in
San Francisco.
even like I'll just say the Americas.
Dallas.
I'll count Toronto.
They won't hit Toronto.
And like I'm
Because
just
Canada
saying because
doesn't
these are,
fucking do anything.
And I get that, but I'm just saying because it's a big population, it would affect America
Yeah,
if Toronto
yeah.
was attacked.
But Toronto would probably be like
Houston,
75th on the list.
I think Toronto would be a little bit way higher than you think.
Maybe
Because like it's essentially New York City. It's just Canada, so you don't think about it.
Yeah,
Or like, I think it might be bigger than London. I think,
I believe it.
but like
Toronto.
I'm trying to think of like what Western cities if they were attacked.
They would definitely hit Dallas and probably Houston.
Does Vegas have any?
They'd hit Vegas just for the shock value of it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they would hit Vegas is because it's such a big icon. Definitely Meat Rattle. Seattle.
There you go. There you go. Portland probably no.
Portland maybe.
Nike's there.
Atlanta probably.
Atlanta for sure.
Yeah.
Miami maybe.
DC.
DC for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Obviously. DC first probably.
DC is up with New York, LA, and Chicago because it's the capital.
Honestly, LA probably first.
LA, I think New York first.
Yeah.
I think New York is the most important city in the United States.
Fair.
And then LA.
Yeah.
And then Chicago. And then, well, I mean,
I'd say
DC
DC would be second no matter what.
Yeah, because it's the capital.
But also LA's closer.
Yeah. Two?
To the Middle East or Russia or North Korea.
I don't think that's the problem. I think drones can go everywhere.
Well, yeah, they can.
So.
But I'm just saying they would probably launch them that way instead of because they'd have to go over. They'd launch them whatever if they were smart. You know what? I'm actually not going to say this because if this gets out, if these are like 2 listeners in Iran and then we somehow get tied to this.
It's too crazy of a world to be having this conversation in, especially
exactly.
us. Like, dude, this Iran Twitter account is going bananas. Everyone would feel it. It's like, huh? Everybody? All right. Yeah, no, that's...
If we start getting comments written in Farsi, we've got a problem.
If I got to start reading comments right to left instead of left to right, I'm going to be
I'd
pissed.
be so mad. Is that how you read Farsi?
That's how you read Arabic.
Isn't that Farsi?
I have no idea what Farsi is.
I thought that was the Middle Eastern language. I was trying to sound
Arabic
smart.
is
I didn't remember
what
that it was Arabic.
People from Saudi Arabia speak.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. I think Farsi's like Iraq and Iran and shit.
It might be. I'm not saying no.
It's one of them ones with like the swoops and corners and dots.
I want to see if you can get racist. Yeah. It's like, come on. I know you can do it.
I could do it.
You got it in your soul.
But I'm not going to do
in
it.
your racist heart.
I, for the record, do not sleep like a swastika.
You sleep like a swastika with your ass out. Get raped by the ghost of Hitler every night.
Sleep like
you
a damn
nasty,
cheeked up swastika.
You nasty.
I just slept naked last night. You never sleep naked? Oh, right. I probably wouldn't either.
Wet and soft.
Because it's close to home.
why are you
Because
getting...
I've struggled with weight. Today the charity is snapbacks for big backs. Sometimes when you put on a lot of weight and it has nowhere else to go but your head, it's hard to find hats. And that's where snapbacks for big backs comes in. because it's kind of like, remember Tom's from like the early 2000s? When you would buy a pair of shoes and a little Ethiopian kid would get a pair of shoes? Made you feel real good. They definitely had them at Christian concerts. Well, this is a non-religious
They call them Thomases.
Thomases. I was more into the Tim's blenders. You remember that
Timothy's?
video? Anyways, snapbacks for big backs. I'm sorry, is there something funny about this to you?
No.
This is a real issue.
No, we should be helping out fat people as much as we can.
Exactly.
Because
The-
it's not their fault.
The call,
It's not their
no,
fault.
absolutely not. The government forced pounds and pounds and pounds of Chef Boyardee stuffed ravioli
Just
down
mashed
your throat.
potatoes and
Nothing but starch and sugar, and we understand that.
and cobbler. We get it.
Do you
The
think I
government did
chose
it
to look
you.
like this? It has nothing to do with the fact that my favorite blizzard is the cotton candy blizzard. There was a time where I had to move the buttons on my hat
The
because
government
my head got so big.
has been forcing your mouth.
It was
your
like
fat
with-
mouth open
It was like
and
within a
pouring
week.
gravy down.
Now
it.
you're just getting it ridiculous. It's not quite like that. Don't make it sound like 1984.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
You really just like lost the path there. We are trying to do good work with charity,
Sorry.
and you fucked it
It's
up.
the government's fault. Though.
You turned down interracial, not comedy. So
What?
You made a wrong turn. That's all I'm saying. Because remember the intersection? Last week's episode, it was a callback. You're a comedian. You should know this. Anyways. If you'll let me finish.
Don't
My
don't
pitch.
use a comedic term against me, you son of a bitch. First of all, you son of a bitch. Don't use a nerdy comedy word against me and trying to be, because you know I'll be really upset. I'll kill myself. I don't care. No, I won't.
Felix has recently gone down 2 hat sizes, so he knows how awesome it is to finally find a hat in the store that fits your head.
Again,
Now is the time for your testimonial.
I don't even know if this is probably will work back into a testimonial, but here we go. I have heard more fat jokes since I've lost weight.
Yeah.
And it's really like strange, where it's just like, Felix, you were huge, and I'm like, hey guys, damn.
I did see a picture of you the other day, though,
Dude.
versus now, and it is very different.
I showed everybody that video that you sent me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I sent you the bitches. They were like,
How about it? Oh, my God.
I sent that to bitches. Dude.
You were this, that, and 2/3, and now you're just this, that, and a third. Uh-oh, I broke my co-host. Put your shirt off.
It's hot. It's so hot. It's so hot. It's so hot, dude. It's so hot.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lean over. That's on my titty show. I gotta sit here like this.
You made a choice.
I know.
been
No,
saying-
I didn't make a choice. It's so hot, dude.
It's not even that hot.
It's so fucking hot. Yeah, I'm not afraid to take off my shirt anymore. America.
I used to be afraid to take off my shirt, and then I just kind of accepted, like, nope, this is it.
I mean, that's the thing. Nothing's gonna stop me from going down a water slide.
Yeah. Except for, like, a height requirement or height restriction.
Well, yeah, no, I'm tall enough though. I've never had that problem.
Yeah, but maybe you're too tall. You're too tall for roller coasters.
Well, yeah, like 'cause my knees are. I have really long legs. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn.
No, I know. You've super kicked me.
I'm kind of lanky.
Yeah.
I'm like, not that I'm like skinny or anything, but like I've got really
Yeah, gangly.
I'm gangly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of gangly, and it's strange that like I'm a giant. Like
Yeah,
I'm fat.
Say
still.
that in a Southern guy from the 1800s accent. That boy's gangly.
That boy's gangly over there. That gangly near.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That gangly fella. That gangly mandingo. That's what I am. That's what I am. I'm a gangly mandingo. It's like somehow I'm like wiry, but at the same time, I'm a mandingo where I'll just.
That means something different in Australia.
What?
Mandingo ate my baby.
Hot. It's nice. Not as funny as this, that, and a third.
No, yeah, that was peak
Because
comedy.
the real switch came with this, that, and 2/3. Because that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I could have said you were this, that, and the third. Now you're more like this, that, and a third. That's what I should have said.
This, that, and the third. I gotta find new ways.
You gotta find new catchphrases. Dude, I could put a pull string in your back and it'd be like there's a snake in my boot.
I caught myself today. I said, "What in the blue fuck?" And when I get really mad, it's "What in the blue and purple fuck."
I think I've heard you say that a couple times.
Oh, you for sure have. Like, it's not like I can't break the routine. I'm addicted to
it's like
the way
how you
I
wipe
talk.
your feet.
Yeah, I can't not do weird things. I'm just.
You're
welcome, America, if you like it.
Why do you always have to address America?
Because Bernie Mac did it. And
I think it's because America's in shambles and they need to start listening to us.
Stop
listening to the news. Listen
Stop
to Gabe
listening
and
to the
Felix.
news, America. Start listening to That Checks Out.
This podcast is all about equality, even though we all know it's my show. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's black.
Let's see what happens if I don't show up next week.
Again, this is a show about equality. Anyways, if you buy a snapback from Snapbacks for Big Backs, I never got to finish my ad read.
Oh, yeah.
You buy
Roll
a
your eyes at me.
snapback for I'll fucking roll the shit out of my eyes.
Oh.
Guess what? They always said they were gonna get stuck up there. To
Not
this
yet.
day, have not.
Ain't done it yet.
29 years.
They say that about doing the cross-eyed too.
Yeah.
Ain't happened yet. And then I'm gonna get stuck one of these days and be like, oh shit.
It'd be like Crazy Eyes for Mr. Deeds. So we've partnered with Snapbacks for Big Backs. If you buy a hat from them, they'll donate one to a fat fucking need. They've got all sorts of different designs, styles.
You know what they need? A diet.
If you are a big back who's well off and you know the struggle well, go to the fat fuck section. It's under hats after men's and women's. It's kind of a one size fits all deal. And then if you're not a fat fuck and you just want to support a good cause, men's and women's, they got discounts all the time. If you use code TCO, you will get 20% off and a sticker. So
that's code TCO. Tango.
Thank you.
What's it called? What is it? Tango. Kappa. What's the military alphabet?
Tango.
I can't remember C and Omega.
Alpha, Beta, Charlie.
Tango, Charlie, Omega.
Omicron. Or Omega.
Tango, Charlie, Omega.
Yeah, we're a frat now.
That's the Greek alphabet. That
It has
that.
Omega in it. So,
Yeah, no.
But
like,
I guess so does fish oil, so what do I know? But thank you to Snapbacks for Big Backs for sponsoring and supporting this podcast. We're very grateful to all our sponsors. Stay tuned for more as the weeks go on. We just can't keep them out of our inbox. They're all hitting us up, like Gabe and
All
Felix.
these fatties in our emails.
No, just charities.
Oh, yeah.
Like Snapbacks for Big Backs.
But yeah, so like these other disenfranchised
If you've
folks.
seen the Bigfoot vlogs lately, actually, he wears those. His hats and the ones where you see him in a hat, Snapbacks for Big Backs.
I think I got an email from the NAAWP.
It's the NAAWP. National Association for the Advancement of White People. That's Nazis, dude. That's the Klan.
Hey, they hit me up about an ad read. If they're paying,
I don't think they want you to read it.
they sent me the email.
It was to the pod email.
It says, and Felix on there. So is that to me or not?
We don't support them. It's Juneteenth.
If they're paying, I'm playing.
You could do that on your sports podcast, so you can't have that one here.
I don't want to.
Yeah, let me know how that goes with the basketball fans.
Yeah, because I talk about basketball.
No, you don't. Football fans, whatever. I do know a basketball fan, though.
The NAAWP, the real disenfranchised people.
They're not.
Hey,
They're the people that ask, why is there no White History
here's the
Month?
thing. Here's the
because
thing.
it's all white history
here's the
in
thing. I can
public
see where they're
school.
coming from. They just don't want to get replaced.
Sometimes you just got to vibe with the times.
And right now,
Mama always said that I wish I was black, and when love is in the house is packed.
who?
That's Toby Mac. Love is in the house is packed. So much so I let the back door crack. Mama always said that I wish I was black, and when love is in the house is come on. That was off of Portable Sounds, the follow-up album to Diverse City.
7 more minutes.
Which is also diversity. I know we've touched on this before, but I think on such a good holiday, we need to touch on it again.
Legendary holiday.
Fucking legendary holiday because it was only the stuff of legend until about 4 years ago. That's when the banks started to acknowledge it.
Honestly, I
Were
don't
the
know.
banks closed today?
I don't think so. Because it was a Thursday. I think they're only going to do it if it's on a Monday or on a Friday. Like, all right, you can have a 3-day weekend. I don't know.
I didn't go to the bank today, so I
Me
couldn't
either.
tell you.
Me either. I don't know what's up.
I don't know. What's up with you?
I don't even.
Do you hear about the fucking India plane?
Was it another 9/11?
No.
They tried, didn't they?
No.
It flew into a building though.
No.
What happened?
They crashed. They got to like 600 feet or something, and then, and guess who made the airplane? Guess.
We did.
No, but guess what company?
Beechcraft.
No.
Boeing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
Dude, that's the fourth or fifth Boeing plane that's gone down recently.
Here's what I can appreciate from a company like Boeing. If you're going to commit to something, commit to it hard, and they're committing to fucking up.
There's no wars going on that
Like,
they're
they're
involved in, so they're
just-
like, let's kill some people.
Let's just buy in to not doing our jobs properly.
Also, Boeing, we don't work for you, so you can't kill us.
Unless you send an email.
Yeah, if you send an email, he'll probably open it. Ooh, Boeing.
Let me go back to NAAWP.
You'll be terminated before you can finish reading this. You've given our sniper plenty
Here's
of
the
time
thing. I've
because you're a
watched-
slow reader. Hold
Dear
on.
Felix.
Oh, hold on. I got to start over.
He's like, this son of a bitch, he's wasting time.
No, it's Dear Felix. Hey, Felix, that's me. Ooh, me needs to go poop. It comes back. All right, where was I? I better just start over. Dear Felix. Ooh, Felix, that's me. We regret to inform you. Why do they regret this? Fuck, I should start over. Dear, I need to stop stopping and just get through it.
Do they have
Dear
an audiobook
Felix,
version?
we regret to inform you that because of your words on That Checks Out with Gabe and Felix. Oh, that's my podcast. Oh, shit. Where was that? I guess I got to start over again. Dear Felix, we regret to inform you. Is that regret spelled right?
Oh, shit. I'm late. I
That's
gotta run.
regret. Oh, fuck. Dear Felix.
That's so funny.
You
is
literally
so-
gave the guy enough time to fly here from Pittsburgh, get out of the plane, get his gun from baggage claim,
Dude,
stop at Quick Trip for some taquitos and a Big Q, and come to your house and shoot you through your window,
that's so funny.
and then take a nap. Like, he did this. This is a whole day of events for him. He only had one task.
And still,
He just knew that you weren't going to finish the email. And then you're going to be, he's going to get behind you at your house and you're going to be at, Dear Felix. Damn, I wish I could read.
coming here and knock at the door. Like, hey, come on in. I got to read an email.
Who's there?
That's really funny. The slow reader. By the time he gets to the end of the email.
By the time you get to the end of the email, oh, I'm almost at the end? Shit, where was I?
Son of a bitch. Just, you know what?
God damn. You
Never
guys
saw it coming.
You guys were worried about this guy?
He had the secrets to what?
What?
Wait, I killed the wrong guy? Wait, what? I sent the wrong email? Oh, my bad.
The India Boeing. Only one guy survived. It was a 747. It was a fucking giant plane.
Oh, a lot of people on
A
it?
lot of people, like
Oh,
200
no.
some odd people,
A lot, no.
and one guy walked away from it.
Like he was just,
One guy. Like he was just
but
fine.
everybody else was dead.
Everybody else dead.
What did he
dead
have to
as a
do with it?
motherfucker.
And where was he sitting at? Because I want to sit on that seat of the plane
Every
every time
time.
I get on from now on. Like if, I don't know if it was next to the exit door, like whatever it was, I'll sit there.
It's
If
definitely not row 13. I'll
I was
tell
gonna
you
say,
that.
what if you found out he was sitting in like the 26B, like in the corner?
Yeah.
In the very back corner, and he was safe because of that. Would you get that back seat every time?
No.
I would.
I would go out in a plane crash. That'd be all right.
No, I'm not trying to Buddy Holly it out of here, dude.
Ooh, wee, ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly.
I'm not trying to Stevie Ray Vaughan
and you're
outta
married.
here, dude.
Did Stevie Ray Vaughan die in a plane crash?
I don't know.
Leonard Skinner died.
I'm not trying to Leonard
Leonard
Skinner out of
Skinner,
here, dude.
John Denver.
I'm not trying to John Denver out of here, dude.
I wish he would have never left on that jet plane to the Rocky Mountain High.
I'm not gonna try and Richie Valens it.
He
out
got
here.
taken
Or
home on
Big
the
Bopper.
heavenly roads.
Who else? I'm not trying to Aaliyah it out of
I'm
here.
not trying to be the.
I'm not trying to JFK Jr. it out of here.
I'm not trying to Marshall football team it out of here.
I'm not trying to.
Wichita State football team it out of here.
There you go. You said it.
Yeah, I don't care. They got a memorial. They're fine.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Well, they're all dead, I think.
Not all of them.
I
mean,
thought Coach Jackson was the last one.
there's a fistful of survivors.
Okay. Yeah, I thought Coach Jackson was the last one, and he died
There's a.
of natural causes years later. He was a PE teacher at Robinson.
Yeah, no, I think there is. I don't know.
I don't know.
They're at least old, so
You
they
can
would be
hike to the
dying.
crash site still
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
because it's hard to get broken planes out of mountains. I didn't know if you knew that.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah, they just leave plane crashes unless there's something
Really?
fishy about it. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
yeah.
it makes sense because it's really hard and
It's not worth the resources.
yeah.
Anyways, God bless you.
God keep you.
We
We
out.
out.
That was really gay. I didn't like that we said that. Like the
Me either,
twins
but,
from
like,
The Shining.
By the end of it, I was like, we have to.
We have
say
to
it.
commit to the bit.
Jesus.
We're stupid. Got all of that one.
Oh.
Some of the members of my cult eat poop.
You gotta stop talking casually like that, dude. You didn't even say in this game. I was like, some people in my cult eat poop. You hear how that's like you're again. This is why I think you're 6. It's just like some people in my cult did.
Hey, some people in my cult eat poop.
Exactly. That's what it is.
It's
And
that
you just
fucking
run away.
Shane Torres bit about homeschool kids.
Yeah.
My name's Ezra, and my dad puts honey in our milk. I eat cereal with a fork.
Oh man, that's funny.
We never even got back to putting a hit out on Miss Frizzle.
Such a funny concept.
You could do that as a joke.
That is kind of funny. I don't even know how to get into it. Like, you know who I want to put a hit out on?
I watch a lot of TV, and I started going back and watching some of the stuff I watched as a kid, and I realized, you know what? If I could put a hit out on any cartoon character, it would be Miss Frizzle.
I'm going to see up too.
She kidnapped a black kid on a school bus and always made him sit in the back.
That is fucked up. Where's the trash in here? Is there one? I'll take it outside,
It
actually.
stinks really bad.
Okay, I'll just take it outside.
Yeah.
Alright, see you in a minute.
All right, see you in a minute. Love you, buddy.